and this is 636, 20th of August 636, which resulted in the victory of the Romans being expelled from Syria. When Hajjaj bin Yusuf surrounded Mecca, her son, the same son, Abdullah bin Zubair, consulted his mother because it was considered this a lost cause. Should I surrender or continue fighting? And her response to her son, to die fighting for the truth is preferable than to live a life of subjugation. They lost. Abdullah bin Zubair was hanged by Hajjaj bin Yusuf, and when the mother went to retrieve his corpse, Hajjaj kind of tauntedly said to her, "See how I have destroyed your son's life." Look, the brave woman now, she's a very old woman at this stage, and she answers to him, "Yes, I saw how you destroyed my son's world, but he has destroyed forever your hereafter." So these are the traditions. It's not cloistered women. These are women very much central in the Holy Quran, not playing supportive role, playing tradition. This is part of the tradition of the Holy Quran, but in the tradition, the traditions are the primary source of traditions are the sayings of the Prophet of Islam, which we refer to as hadith, and Islam would be very poor without the contribution of the second greatest contributor to hadith lore, which was after the death of Hazrat Khatija. He married Hazrat Aisha. She is the second narrator after Hazrat Abu Huraira. She collected the most number of hadiths, and she is referred to as a source of them. So a source of knowledge. A widow did not sit cloistered at home. She became very much a central feature in Muslim society, participated in battles herself. People would come to her for seeking advice. The tradition, now traveling further in time, the significance, equality, sometimes I feel uncomfortable with the term. Equality in opportunity, yes, but equality otherwise, I don't quite understand what it means. As far as the judiciary is concerned, it's an equal. We provide equal opportunities to all to participate. It's a merit-based system, and we endeavor to redress wherever we find insufficiency. Another tradition, the four schools of fiqh in Sunni Islam. The first of them, the Maliki school's founder, the question came before him whether divorce can be given under compulsion. And he said divorce under compulsion is no divorce. This was construed by the then ruler, Al-Mansur. Someone said that you have extracted oath of allegiance, and people are using this fatwa, your religious ruling, that's saying that is not really an oath of allegiance. So he was called upon to withdraw it. He said he will not do so. He was tortured. He was imprisoned. He was lashed. A shoulder of his was dislocated. And he stuck in support of women's rights. And eventually he was paraded in town with his beard shaved. It was considered that to insult him, and he responded, any other person, totally would have been, you would imagine, a broken man. And he said, because naturally without a beard people may not recognize him. And his words were, "Those who know me will recognize me, and those who don't know me should know that I am Malik bin Annas, the son of Annas, and I say, divorce given under compulsion is not divorce. So this was the adherence to the truth that under no circumstances must we give up. Adherence to, it could have easily said something or the other or qualified his statement, but the extreme example of standing up for women's rights, the importance, the whole, again I'll go to scripture, and I quote from the 46th chapter of the Holy Quran, verse 15, we have enjoyed on man kindness to his parents. In pain did his mother bear him, and in pain did she give him birth. So central feature, importance, significance, understanding, empathizing, sympathizing with what a woman goes through. There is a very famous saying of the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, heaven lies under the feet of your mother, not the father. Another well-established hadith, which is reported in the two most significant hadith works, Bukhari and Muslim. Someone came to the Prophet and was asked, who should I honor most? He says, your mother. He said, then who? He said, your mother. Then who? He said, your mother. And then who? Your father. Father came at number 4. First 3 honors went to the mother. How did our polity develop? Now coming to the subcontinent. We hear about the two great Maulanas who were in the freedom movement well before the conception of Pakistan, the Maulana Muhammad Ali Johar and Maulana Shaukat Ali. Their mother, B. Amma, was a very strong, powerful personality who encouraged them. When the founder of the nation, Mr. Jinnah, constituted his Central Working Committee of the All India Muslim League, which comprised of one extreme would be Balochistan and the other end would be present-day Bangladesh, then East Pakistan. He ensured that there was a woman in that committee, Central Working Committee, very few members. My father was one of them, and Begum Muhammad Ali, the widow of Maulana Muhammad Ali, was a permanent member. You will see a lady, and she is, in photographs you'll see she's in a parda in all pictures of the Central Working Committee of the All India Muslim League. The founder, his marriage did not last, but to ensure that women would come forward and play their role, he always took his sister, Fatima Jinnah, wherever he went. She did not hold any position in the party, but she was always by his side, very visible in photographs, otherwise very visible as well. And when there was the draconian martial law of General Muhammad Ayub, they turned to her to lead the opposition. They turned to a woman. The founder of the Muslim League very famously said, you educate a boy, you educate a person, you educate a girl, you educate a family. So this is our tradition. Pakistan had the first woman prime minister in the entire Muslim world in 1988. She was again elected in the year 1993. But then we must also come to terms with what happened subsequently, how things turned. We started the rights that were secured long ago, and the central feature of women's rights that were mentioned. We don't hear stories of women generally when you have an Islamic discourse. Who is the best amongst you is the one with the greatest of faith. No discrimination on the ground of race, creed, color, gender, or anything. So this is a very rich tradition. Somehow I feel we started emulating the worst of the West, and they went through this phase and they've come out of it, and we've kind of gone there and got stuck there in many other things as well, whether it's the destruction of the environment, whether it is other things, and whether I don't know if providing cars is better than providing bicycles. I may take issue with my distinguished colleague, but that's how it is. So I would go back to a couple of decisions of mine. Some have been cited. I won't mention. One was mentioned was the destruction of an all-girls school in Swat that was bombed. It's in Sangota, place called Sangota, public school, all-girls school, and the misguided, the deluded, those who think they are advocating the cause of Islam, prohibited women from seeking education, and this school was closed for about 5 years because it had come under terrorist acts. I'll just read a bit from the judgment, which relies upon the Holy Quran, and this is paragraph 10 of this judgment. The first command from Almighty Allah to Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, and through him to humanity, was Iqra, read. Iqra is a command. It is expressed in the command form of the Arabic verb. This first command proceeds to then mention the pen, qalam, and education or learning, ilm. Of the myriad of things that the most benevolent Creator could have conveyed in the first revelation in the Holy Quran, He in His infinite wisdom and mercy considered reading, writing, and education to be of the primary importance. So it goes on that this is not addressed to men, it is addressed to all human beings. So another little bit from this judgment: Islam was inclusive and non-discriminatory. And I quote from the Holy Quran, verse 13 of Al-Hujarat, chapter 49. The most honored of you in the sight of Allah is the one who is the most righteous, unquote. Race, color, status, wealth, gender was submerged under the Islamic equality principle. Ironically, education has come under attack in the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, despite the constitution guaranteeing equality of sexes. So I try to use as much as of the faith, because our audience is primarily Muslims, and when those professing to belong to a particular faith commit acts of violence which are completely contrary to all the teachings, then it becomes our duty to stand up and point out the error of their ways, do so with the grace. They do so with bombs, we do so with words, they do so with bullets, we do so with pens, they do so with bombs, we do so with polite teaching and reminding them of what the Holy Quran has said. And inshallah, we will succeed and take all of us, which includes I can't imagine a world without women, so equality, etc. I would like to go to the next level of this. I was in Turkey and I heard a phrase which I thought was so beautiful. I've mentioned a pregnant lady, the lady Asma, who helped save the Prophet's and his companions' lives. May peace and blessings be upon them. And a pregnant woman in Turkey is known as iki janla in the Turkish, a lady with two souls. What a beautiful thought. Thank you for your participation, and thank you for bearing up with me at the end of the day.
We are grateful to the Honorable Chief Justice of Pakistan, Justice Qazi Faez, And we are also very, very thankful for the presence of Ms. Serena Isa and Huma Mansoor. They have really encouraged us and they have made our day. Thank you so much. Now here comes the moment for some gratitudes and memories preservation. So I would like to request worthy Director General Federal Judicial Academy to present, and Mr. Lansana Bone to present souvenir, just a symbol of his presence or memory from our side to the Honorable Chief Justice of Pakistan, Justice Qazi Faez Isa. And I also would like to invite Honorable Ma'am, Justice